Elon Musk ha quitado la cuenta de X al activista egipcio Bassem Youssef. En nuestra mano está que se difunda el mensaje de Youssef.
If I'm criticizing Israel, why is this anti-Semitic? It's like when you criticize Saudi Arabia or Iran or Egypt, nobody calls you an Islamophobe. When the West talks about everything, it's liberal, secular, democratic. Only when it comes to Israel, it's biblical. Why? You know, that's the problem. Try to convince me that Israelis have more right in this land, more than Palestinian, without using religion. They can't. Even that the liberal Zionists, they're all about, oh, we're atheists, we don't believe in God. But, oh, God gave them to them. They're promised people, promised land, promised by whom? Of chosen people. Chosen by whom? The God? My God? Your God? Whose God? It is unfair and it's against the freedom of expression. What is the logic of Israel carpet bombing Gaza? What are they hoping to achieve?
Well, I think we know what their stated aim is, to eradicate and wipe out Hamas. They believe Hamas are living predominantly in northern Gaza. They also are aware they're living amongst civilians. So it's an incredibly difficult thing.
So if I can understand this correctly, basically Israel is doing this to pressure the Palestinian community in Gaza to turn against Hamas. Is that right?
I'm sure that's part of it, yes.
So this is exactly what terrorist organizations do, because terrorist organizations will have no chance beating a whole nation in battle. So they terrorize and they kill the civilians in order to spread fear and terror so they can turn against their government to change their policy or to resign. You have just compared Israel with ISIS. The Israeli defense minister, he said, those are human animals. And the thing is, Ben Shapiro should know better, because, you know, before Jewish people were thrown in the gas chambers, the Nazi propaganda called them rats. Now, as a human being, I will never accept that another human being being thrown into a gas chamber, but a rat, kill a 10, kill 1,000, 3,500. They are son of a bitch. They are human animals who live in open sewage and decapitate babies. All Muslims could die.
Yeah.
It took you 80 years to change one word from Jewish to Muslim. And then you transferred your guilt to us. I really applaud Israel for doing one thing that no military force in the world does. Israel is the only military force in the world that warns civilians before bombing them. I mean, how fucking cute. That is so nice of them. Israel always victimizes itself. And I have never seen a victim putting their oppressor under siege and bombing them 24/7. I mean, 2014 was a great year for Ben Shapiro. 88 Israelis were died, and there was 2,329 Palestinians killed on the other side. That is one Israeli for 27 Palestinians. That is a very good exchange rate. What I'm saying is, what is the exchange rate for today? You guys will be happy. What will be the twist that will make this work this time? What? Do you condemn Hamas for the atrocity? Yes, I condemn Hamas. I condemn Hamas. I condemn Hamas. Hamas is the source of all evil. And let's, for a minute, imagine a world without Hamas.
Right.
What will this word look like? Let's give this word a name. And let's name this word the West Bank. Hamas has absolutely no control in the West Bank. And since the beginning of this year, only through August, 37 Palestinian kids were killed. No music festival, no paragliding, no Hamas. Since the occupation of the West Bank, 7,000 Palestinians were killed. No music festival, no paragliding, no Hamas. By the way, my wife's family is all right, and they sent us a house. It's bombed. It's beautiful. It's going to be a good Halloween theme. So
well, I'm very sorry for what your family are going through in Gaza, and I mean that very sincerely.
By the way, I don't know him. By the way, I haven't actually met them. They didn't even come to my wedding. They couldn't because they are stuck in Gaza. Okay. And she never saw them because, you know, Gaza is not a destination.
Bassem, as I say,
we hear their voices, and it's they die. It's fine. Terrorism is a virus. They have said it many times, Pierce. This is a way to kind of push them into Sinai. This is not about eradicating Hamas. Anybody who still believes that this is about Hamas is stupid. The West has been telling us, oh, look, we're liberal. We're all about human rights. All are equal. Adopt our values. And then suddenly, we don't want to even tell Israel to stop. McDonald's are giving free meals to the Israeli because, like, nothing will make you feel better after killing a bunch of Palestinian kids than a Happy Meal.
Why aren't you taking in any Palestinians? Why is Egypt not taking Palestinians? Why does the Arab world want to constantly attack Israel without actually offering any place to go for the Palestinians?
That is exactly what Israel wants. And that is exactly what actually starts Third World III. This is the war solution. These are their lands. And then suddenly take them. Why? So they've been basically kicked around from their homes. And now another country should take them? You see what will happen? Because Israeli official has been talking openly about this. It's like, why don't they just go in Sinai? What they go? You know what would happen? Those people are going to be pushed in Sinai. And with any population, 2 million people that are living in refugee camp, what do you think will happen? Unrest. chaos. And then after a few years, the Western media will come with their cameras like, oh, look at those Arabs. Oh, they're killing each other. Oh, Israel is good that they got rid of them. And then they will go to the West Bank. And suddenly those 3.5 million people push into Jordan. The whole idea, why does Jordan take them? Why does Egypt take them? The same question. Europe has 44 countries. Why don't they take Israel? America has 50 states. Why don't they give them Florida? I mean, we seem to complain about Florida the whole time. Why don't they just like give Israel? The whole idea was like, oh, you're Arabs, you're all the same. No, no, no.